Hello guys, konnichiwa. Today, katatapos lang natin mag-work and bili muna ako sa vending machine. Dito sa Japan guys, may iba't ibang klase ng vending machine. Mayroong ice cream, drinks, coffee, and many more. Pili ako ng Coke and it costs 160 yen. So this is their 100 yen and ito naman yung 50 yen nila and ito naman yung 10 yen nila. So magbabayad muna tayo. After inserting your coins, the amount will show on the side. And ayan, i-push na natin yung button ng Coke. Diba guys, ang mahal, 160 yen, that's 80 pesos for this 120 ml na Coke. Magkano ba dyan ngayon sa Pinas? And dito naman sa side na labas yung utsuri or yung change mo. And that's it.
Stay with me.
Ever wonder what it's like to stay at a capsule hotel in Japan? This is the 9 hours capsule hotel at Narita Airport. Perfect if you want to stay overnight at the airport or if you just want to take a quick nap, and it's a really cheap option too. They give you a key and a bag of stuff for your stay. It comes with room slippers, a nightgown, bath towels, toothbrush, and toothpaste. When you first enter, you go to where the lockers are. The lockers seem spacious enough for a larger luggage and a carry-on. And of course, in Japanese culture, you need to change your shoes before entering the other rooms. The next area is a communal bathroom space with sinks and toilets and a vanity area as well. Walking a little further in, there's a private shower room. And my favorite part, the sleep pods. I feel like I just walked into the year 3020. There's pods at the top and at the bottom, and they're actually quite spacious. There's an outlet, room lighting, background music, and emergency alarm. Above me are fire and smoke detectors. Think you could stay at a place like this? Did you know in Tokyo you can make your own Kit Kats? This is the world's first make-your-own Kit Kat shop, and it's here in Shibuya, Tokyo. The first thing you do is fill out a form of all the toppings that you want. You choose a personalized box. You have your own Kit Kat making station, you stand at a bar with other Kit Kat makers, and you follow the pastry chef step by step. She showed us how to cut the wafers, she showed us how to get the mold ready, she taught us how to spread the mold with a palette, and a tapping technique so that way it could spread evenly. Next, we put the wafers into the mold and then we push down so that way we could spread the extra chocolate with the palette. Tapping yet again to make it even. For toppings, we chose dried raspberries, marshmallows, chocolate hearts, and a violet flower. Yeah, that's edible. So then we had 30 minutes to wait for it to cool, so we just played the Kit Kat piano. And before we knew it, our mold was ready, and it was packaged in a beautiful Mount Fuji box. You're supposed to eat it within a week, but we had no problem eating it right away.
I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason.
Great John on the beat, by the way.
My body different. Shorty said she tryna kick it. I'm in the mouth, son, like a dentist. Cooking up, I'm in the kitchen. Big bro wildin' tryna catch a victim. I took a L, but now I'm back game winning.
Today in Tokyo, we found these magic singing pills. We had to take them to karaoke to try them out. Karaoke is extra in Japan. You can cosplay and even have additional music instruments to play with. The singing booths are usually on a separate floor. The view from our booth was so sick, we could even see Godzilla from our window. The lights are extra. The mics are always wrapped before first use. There are a variety of song choices, yes, even in English, and you can even score yourself as a challenge. You can order drinks or even order all you can drink. You can order food and you usually do that by the phone and someone will come and serve it to your booth. We got takoyaki and nugs, but it's time to put the pills to the test. Maya played the challenge mode to keep a score on her singing. There's a gauge throughout the song that helps keep score. The pills take about 15 minutes to kick in and they're supposed to loosen your vocal cords, so she sang How Far I'll Go and she ended up scoring an 85. We waited a while and we did a round 2 with the same song and she ended up scoring even higher. So was it pills or placebo? Try it out for yourself and let us know.
How to say one in Japanese. 一人、一つ、一本、一匹、一台、一枚。
気分次第です僕は敵を選んで戦う少年叶えたい未来もなくて夢に描かれるのを待ってたそのくせ未来が怖くて明日を嫌って過去に願ってもうどうしようもなくなってスケベンだ明日よもう来ないでよってそんな覚悟を置いて月は沈み日は気分次第です僕は敵を選んで戦う少年叶えたい未来もなくて夢に描かれるのを待ってたそのくせ未来が怖くて明日を嫌って過去に願ってもうどうしようもなくなってスケベンだ明日よもう来ないでよってそんな覚悟を置いて月は沈み日はここにいるよ私はほら見つけ出して君が偽物ならさよならうわはげどうしようもできない方僕の目に映る君は綺麗だ明けない夜にこぼれた涙も君の笑顔に溶けてく気分次第です僕は敵を選んで戦う少年叶えたい未来もなくて夢に描かれるのを待ってたそのくせ未来が怖くて明日を嫌って過去に願ってもうどうしようもなくなってスケベンだ明日よもう来ないでよに夏が暮れてもきっと覚えてるから追いつけないまま大人になって君のポケットに夜が咲く口に出せないなら僕は一人だ
Japanese sushi places are the best. This is a typical sushi restaurant we always go to in Japan. It's a fast food style sushi restaurant, $1 a plate. It's great. Once you're done with your reception, you get to go to your table, and this is where the magic happens. So everything is inside the table. Soy sauce in there, and chopsticks in there. The table has a built-in faucet if you want hot green tea. You can either order from the tablet, or you can take something from the conveyor. There's a conveyor next to each table that carries random types of sushi. You can take anything from here if you find this appetizing. Each plate has a plastic cover to keep it hygienic. When you're done, you just put the plates in a disposer next to you, and this is how they count how many plates you've eaten. For every 5 plates, you get to play a game on the tablet. If you win the game, you get a small Happy Meal toy. I mean, it's for kids, but it's cool, right?
Japanese yakiniku for lunch. But first, let's go to the restroom. Many Japanese establishments require you to remove your shoes before entering, but don't worry, they do provide slippers when entering the restroom, as well as you can see the awesome toilets they have here. While headed back to the table, you can see they draw down a shade to grant you privacy during your visit. Many times having a language barrier, you end up pointing a lot when ordering. Your meal is delivered raw, so you may cook it on a grid iron or griddle over a flame. Usually propane, but sometimes can be wood as well, or electric. Yakiniku commonly refers to a Japanese style of cooking bite-sized meat and veggies. They do provide various types of condiments for you to put over your food, either soy sauces, garlic, pickled plums, or even different hot sauces. From there, you can see this wooden block. It matches up with different designs on the lockers. It allows
Hi everybody, Justin here, and this is a lesson for all my girls traveling to Japan. So listen closely and take some notes. There's a possibility that you could run into some disgusting, nasty old men who want to maybe look at you and worst case scenario, touch you. So step number 1, put them below you because men are fucking trash. And this is what you're going to say. え?お前は何を見てんだ?クソハゲ?やつは汚い変態。ブスー。死ね。And then you're gonna pick yourself up and walk away because you're a beautiful bad bitch. Period!
すいません。これ試着したいんですけど、いいですかね。はい。What can I help? How? じゃあ、日本語でいいの。はい。なんていう。なんだろう。なんだろう。なんか伝わってないのかな。いいんです。こう見えて、僕日本人なので、はい。白人っぽい顔してますけど、私はジャパニーズマン。Yes. You American man. Me Japanese man. Yes. No. I'm not saying that you are Japanese. I'm saying I am a Japanese. I am. I am American.
Bro, maybe I'm not even Japanese.
Underneath the Tokyo Sky Tree is the Kirby Cafe. Japan is obsessed with their character cafes. Some of them are permanent character cafes like this one, or some of them are pop-up character cafes. There are so many things to pick from this Kirby menu, so I'm going to pick a few things, and what I love about Japan is that usually whatever you pick, whatever you see is what you get. So we got the pizza in the shape of Kirby's mouth. Kirby is inhaling some finger foods. This adorable hamburger, Kirby sleeping. Kirby powering up with some veggies. And this Loco Moco that comes in this Kirby bowl. What I loved about this item the most was that after you're finished, you can keep the rice bowl as a souvenir. And if that didn't satisfy you, you can always go to the Kirby Cafe souvenir shop, and they have a ton of Kirby items that you could take home.
Here are some Japanese cultural norms that could be helpful if you plan to visit. First of all, some things that are considered impolite. It's considered kind of rude if you blow your nose in public. However, when I first came here, I was really surprised at the abundance of public restrooms and how clean and well stocked they are, so that has never been a problem for me. It's also slightly frowned upon to eat while walking. I wouldn't say this is actually seen as rude. However, if one is seen eating and walking, they might come across as somebody that hasn't timed out their day too well. Next, I think is something that everyone kind of knows already. However, it's customary to take off your shoes anytime you enter one's house, and most restrooms will also have slippers to use when you enter them. Now for things that are seen as polite, if you are invited to someone's home, it's often customary to bring a gift, even something small like some chocolate or a bottle of wine. And if you are eating with a group of people, it's seen as polite to pour others' drinks before you pour your own. And if you are eating out, there is no tipping in Japan. That's all for part 1.
singing, be my mirror, my sword and
Bro, you have to try this new noodle I invented. Fine. What do you think we should call this noodle? Oh, this is yucky. Yucky. So bad. So bad? Yucky soda! Bro, you have to try this new noodle I invented. Fine. What do you think we should call this noodle? Oh, this is yucky. Yucky. So bad. So bad? Yucky soda!
I am such a dirty slut for Ichiran. I come here once a week. My anti-socialist loves eating without having to interact with anyone. Slurp slurp, I love Japan.
Yaho sensei, learning Japanese is kinda low-key hard though. Ara, Christine-san, baka janai no? Nihongo yori eigo wa mizukashii wa. Oh, you know sensei, I don't know about. Doshite psycho pseudonym pneumonia wa zenbu P が入ってるけど、その P を言えないの? Oh, well, you see, しかもカンとカンとカンカンとカンととカノットの違いは簡単に説明できるかな? Damn, sensei, すみませんでした. Wow.
This isn't real food. It's made of plastic. These fake foods are called sampuru, or sample, and they're found all over Japan. Restaurants put the food models in their windows to show people what's on the menu and get them to come inside. The practice has been popular in Japan for nearly 100 years, but sampuru is really hard to make. Artisans study for 10 years to be able to craft the fake foods by hand. Here's how it works. First, a restaurant sends a frozen version of the food for artisans to make a mold. Artisans fill the mold with plastic, bake it, and airbrush or paint it by hand. The big entrees can take up to a week to make, which is why sampuru can cost up to 10 times the actual dish. So what do you think? Do they look good enough to eat?
Bikin manusia salju yuk. Meskipun udah 7 tahun tinggal di Jepang, ini pertama kalinya bikin snowman dan ternyata susah guys.
Guys, akhirnya bisa sedikit demi sedikit. Udah sampai segini.
Sampai-sampai tunangan gue ikut bantuin bikin.
Udah sebesar ini. Berat banget loh.
Jadi yang bikin susah bikin snowman di Hokkaido itu adalah jenis saljunya beda sama tempat lain. Di sini powdery banget, jadi meskipun kita kepal-kepal dia tuh nggak mau padat. Akhirnya kita pakai air supaya agak meleleh dikit dan bisa padat. Terus kita tumpuk 2 gini, lalu kita kasihin topi yang berupa ember. Kita kasih mulut dan mata, pakai barang-barang yang ada aja. Lalu kita kasih tangan dan selesai.
Alright, here we go, boys. Sheesh. Oh no. Delicious.
So in Japan, they have a festival called the Kanamara Matsuri, which is a festival of the steel penis. So the wiener is like the star of this festival, so everything is in the shape of a wiener. There's also this wooden one that's also carried around. Also a big black one. And like people dress up as wieners. This is a family-friendly event, so as you can see, you see some children sucking on some penis lollipops next to a big black penis. This festival celebrates creation of life and fertility, which makes me wonder why they don't carry around a big pussy.
Dude, this guy's got a full-on laptop just streaming out on the street. This man is unicycling with a cat on his back. What in the world? Just leaving the mall and oh my gosh, what? All right, guys, come on. A robot playing the guitar. This is so crazy. Oh, shoot! World star! World star! World star! Whoa, Japan. Japan. What is that? Hey, can somebody help me here? What exactly is a freaky pet? Okay.